I'm Jeff Paur, senior writer for RealTime Fantasy Sports, and today I'm going to look at the fantasy championship draft that took place yesterday on our site, 9/4 at 5:45 p.m. It was called the TFC 9/4 5:40 p.m. Power Analysis Draft. So I'm going to take a look at that draft right now. It was another very interesting draft with a lot of great drafters in it. So let's share the screen so you guys can see what happened, what went down in this draft. I'm going to talk about some of these picks, and then, as always, give my three top teams that I thought drafted the best in this one. A lot of good owners again. We see our friend RJ, Robert, is in this draft once again. He's been set in several of these video analysis drafts that I do, and it's always good to catch up with Robert as well. We talked to him a couple videos ago. We got a chance to interview him, and he was a great interviewer. I really appreciate RJ doing that. He drafted a good team once again. So let's take a look at this draft. So the first thing that I wanted to mention that stood out to me was Dalvin Cook went 4th overall. So Kamara slid in this one. People a little bit concerned about his injury, maybe the holdout as well, although that doesn't look like it's happening anymore, but he fell. Kamara fell to 7th in the draft. He went after Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Derrick Henry, and Dalvin Cook. So kind of interesting to see Mauro get him. Mauro Dandria was able to get Alvin Kamara with the 7th overall pick. Also, two teams, zero running back strategies in this one, but two teams did go running back heavy, or receiver heavy, I should say. Two teams, Matt Webb and the team Earls, they took three receivers with their first 4 picks. So Matt Webb took Thomas, Beckham, and Schuster, and Nick Chubb as well. So he has 3 very good receivers, and Nick Chubb as his number 1 back, and Tom Earls did the same thing. Devontae Adams, and he went running back with his 2nd pick, then Austin Eckler, and then Cooper Kupp and Amari Cooper. So two teams in this draft, no zero running back theory, but definitely went very receiver heavy, taking 3 receivers with their first 4 picks. Interesting, as always, to see how that plays out during the season. Also, Leonard Fournette watch. Interested to see where he goes since he signed with Tampa Bay. He was really a 3rd, 4th round pick when he was with the Jaguars. Now he's with Tampa, and he went in the 5th round to Bob Enweave's team. He took Leonard Fournette in round 5. So he took him at the end of round 5 as well with the 11th pick in round 5. Antonio Gibson, too, his stock's going way up with Adrian Peterson getting released. He went in round 6 in this one. He went to the team that drafted last, Let's Ball Baby, and his name was Ghost. I guess he doesn't want to reveal his identity, but he went with the first pick in the 6th round. So as you can see, Antonio Gibson stock has gone up a little bit. He's been in that 7 to 8 round range in past few weeks, but in this one he goes 6 over in the 6th round. Could go up a little higher in some other drafts as well, but he's kind of in that category with DeAndre Swift and J.K. Dobbins and Kareem Hunt. So might not move too much from round 6. So as always, though, it was interesting to see where Gibson ended up going. So now I want to talk about the 3 teams I like the most in this draft. The first one, Michael Stevens, he took, let's see here. He was the team that drafted 4th overall. He took Dalvin Cook with his first pick. Again, he skipped on Kamara, Edwards-Helaire, Henry. He went Dalvin Cook, which, is just fine because he definitely has the potential to be a top 5 fantasy back. He went Dalvin Cook, then Tyreek Hill, Todd Gurley, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Darren Waller, Russell Wilson, Marlon Mack, Sony Michel, Chris Thompson, Jerry Jeudy, Bills defense, Blake Jarwin, Denzel Mims, Aaron Rodgers. I just really like the depth of this team, especially at running back. I think he did well in getting some good depth behind Gurley, adding Mack, Michel, and Thompson in the middle rounds. Then he has a legit number 1 QB in Russell Wilson, number 1 tight end, Darren Waller, number 1 receiver, Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf. I love him. I think he has the potential to be a top 10 fantasy receiver as well. So I think Michael had a solid draft, drafting out of the 4 hole. Another team I like is the Bob Enweave team, and he tried to suck up to me, and it worked. He put Power for the course for his team name. So sometimes people pronounce my name Par, so that's fine as well. That's how my dad actually pronounces it. But I believe the correct pronunciation is Power. I know. We should know. we've been around for a while, the Powers, but I go with Paur. Some people say Paur. Either way, Bob used it in his team name, and it worked because I have him as one of my top 3 teams. I like his draft: Joe Mixon, Julio Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Adam Thielen, Leonard Fournette, DeAndre Swift, Marvin Jones, A.J. Green, Alexander Madison, Hayden Hurst, Matthew Stafford, Jared Cook, Joshua Kelly, Jalen Reagor, Brashard Perryman. That's the core of his team. Again, he took a lot of backs early. 4 of his first 6 picks were backs, and Jonathan Taylor might be the wild card for him if he ends up having that big year, which is certainly possible. I think this is what pushes his team towards the top. If he struggles a little bit, he still has Fournette there, so maybe Fournette will end up being, the second half player as he gets accustomed to the Bucs offense. Either way, I like his team. I like his depth, especially receiver too. Julio Jones, Adam Thielen is his top 2. Really like that. Good job, Bob. All right, my last pick is Donald Thompson. So I don't know if Donald has the best starters, but man, I really love his depth. I think he did really well at the receiver and running back spots. He has Miles Sanders, Aaron Jones, A.J. Brown, Cortland Sutton, Mark Andrews, David Montgomery, Deebo Samuel, Ronald Jones, Raheem Armstead, Noah Fant, Carson Wentz, Alan Lazard. That's a core of his team. Like I said, like his depth at running back: Sanders, Jones, Montgomery, then Ronald Jones, then Raheem Armstead. Really think he did well there. And then receiver, A.J. Brown, Cortland Sutton. I think they're very capable starting receivers in fantasy. A.J. Brown, I like his potential to be top 10 this year. Cortland Sutton, very good number 2. And then he has a good number 1 tight end, Mark Andrews. Carson Wentz, Drew Lock as his QBs. I think that's solid as well. So I think Thompson really has some great depth on his team. Might not have those elite starters as some of the others, but he could end up winning this thing because of his depth. All right, those are my top 3 teams, my analysis of this TFC draft from yesterday at 5:45 p.m. And I want to mention that I am doing a live Twitch stream tonight of the syndicate draft. This is our highest of high-stake drafts, $5,000 per team to enter. So we are doing a live stream of this on Twitch. You can watch it as it happens. I'm going to be doing play-by-play of it. I think it should be very interesting to watch, give you a good read on what some of these high-stake fantasy players are doing in their drafts. And this is the high stakes of all high-stake drafts. So I would encourage you to check it out. It is on all our league homepages how to get to it. Also, I will tell you right now, it's on Twitch. So it's twitch.tv/JPaur18, and it's JPAUR 18. And this is going to take place tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So again, the syndicate $5,000 high stakes draft takes place tonight. You can watch it live, see how it goes down. Twitch TV/JPower18 at 8 p.m. Eastern. Also, if you want to get in any drafts, they're going off all the time now on our site. We have drafts going off around the clock, all different price points. You can get in one of these TFC drafts as well. It's getting close to selling out, so I would sign up sooner than later for a chance to win $300,000, best high stakes game in the web, the Fantasy Championship. Go to fantasychampionship.com to see that. Also, check out all our other drafts, all different price points, best ball format, regular head-to-head formats as well. Different scoring too. You can look at that. You can get in a super flex league, auction drafts. We have everything you want to do, everything that you can imagine when it comes to drafting and fantasy football. So check it out. Go to rtsports.com and then click on the football link and then money leagues. Sign up for a league today. I'm really looking forward to the Twitch stream tonight, so don't forget about that. 8 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/JPower18 for a chance to watch the syndicate draft live as it happens. And I'm looking forward to doing another one of these analysis drafts tomorrow on RealTime Fantasy Sports. Thanks a lot for watching. This has been Jeff Paur for RealTime Fantasy Sports. Have a great day.